And we're back.
Stormy's back.
I know. I'm so sorry. I missed you guys so much Thursday and Friday. And
Stormy needed to heal. Don't be sorry.
Oh yeah, I know.
And Druid and Fate are back.
Mm-hmm. And we noticed you doing the subs there to Gamer Aries. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Missed you too. I thank you, buddy. I'm feeling better. Not 100%, but I'd say I'm probably
Oh my god.
70, 75.
D-Gamer, 9 months. You're naming your Twitch baby.
Oh, is it really 9 months? So we got to name a Twitch baby?
Yeah, he named the Twitch baby.
He did? What did he name it? Where'd you see that?
I think I will call her Gale.
Where are you seeing that?
It's under mini feed on Streamlabs.
I still don't see what you're talking about.
No, if you look in Streamlabs.
Oh,
yeah.
oh. Gale.
Yes, anytime somebody hits like 9 months, 18 months, 27 months, I'm like, what you gonna name your Twitch baby?
I love his.
It's amazing.
I'm so gonna use one of these things that you're doing today, without a doubt. What did you guys think of the thumbnail from last time? She commented that she really liked it. So.
Oh. It was so good.
You know.
What did you guys think of the title? Did it work?
About that. About to find out real quick. I totally forgot.
No, that's all right.
I get all notifications.
I have to turn my notifications off because I get absolutely just.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Well, you just have to go.
I know.
Well, all you have to do is you have to go to YouTube and then go to Storm Saga Games and then hit subscribe and then hit the little bell icon and hit all.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're not subscribed to my YouTube? Oh my god.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And comment down below.
And hit the little bell icon so you never miss a video.
Well, but I'm with him. I turn off my notifications.
Yeah.
This is going to sound, I know how this is going to sound. This is going to sound a little bit sexist, but I feel like that women are more patient about getting lots of notifications than men are. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like I can't stand to have my phone blowing up at me all the time. And but Starkitty and like other yeah, I don't know. It just seems like you guys, maybe it's because it's the genetic DNA. I mean, obviously there's going to be exceptions to every rule. That's why I don't like to be generalize. I don't like to generalize. But I feel like maybe it has to do with the fact that maybe in your DNA, you're programmed to be able to respond to multiple things coming at you at once better. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, generally.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I have Discord on my phone, so if you guys like message the Discord chat, I'm like, oh, by the way, did you see Discord, Stormy? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, Druid's asking you a question. Go answer.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wake up every morning and I'm like, my phone is flooded with notifications. And so sometimes if people text me between the hours of like 10 p.m. and 7 a.m., and when I wake up in the morning and I look, I just like clear all the notifications after I kind of glance through everything.
And you might miss something. Yeah.
Happens to me too.
So, darn it, first cough of the night. All right. Aries says, I didn't watch Wednesday's stream. You two had an issue. Severe migraine. Was in the dark with a cloth on your head. That sucks, buddy.
Oh no.
Brain tried to break my skull to get out. Didn't know you were sick till Thursday. Yeah, it's all right. We did miss you. I figured you had something going on and totally understand. I quit a little bit early Wednesday night because of this. I started feeling it Wednesday afternoon, but decided I was going to try and stick it out. And I could stick it out for a little while, and then I ran out of energy, ran out of juice. And then I thought, you know, I was still feeling yucky and just felt like I needed to rest up because today is important. And honestly, last night I was feeling like a relapse. Like into the evening last night, I started feeling worse again, even though in the morning I felt much better. I felt better yesterday morning than I do right now, which is really strange. But I had some coffee, and that's actually made a big difference. And so we're here for you. And Oh my God, 11 months. Thanks, Fate. That's awesome.
Thank you, Fate, for the 11 months.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Fate.
And your 11-month streak.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I need to make sure that
Almost a year.
I hit you up for resubs for both of them too. And any of my other.
When I actually get back to streaming, don't do it.
Yeah. Okay, when you actually get back. Okay, well, at least him.
Well, mine auto renews for you, Druid, anyway. So.
Oh, is hers your Prime?
No.
Oh, you can set it to auto renew.
Spending money on a streamer that doesn't stream.
Oh,
Hey, it's all right.
I'm
It's all right.
expecting returns in the future.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry you had a.
That and I want to keep my little founder's badge.
Right
That's
on.
true.
Oh yeah.
Aries, I'm sorry you had a
I know.
migraine. I honestly don't know what that feels like. I've never had a migraine, but I've had other parts of my body that ached so bad I wanted to rip them off. So I can sort of relate, and I feel I commiserate with you. And
I get migraines. They're terrible.
Aries says, Druid streams? Oh my God, when? First streamer fears Druid.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah.
You know,
Fridays are like my only day off, and then my mom's like, "We gotta do this. We gotta do this. We gotta do this."
you know.
And then it's 6 o'clock.
True. Since Stormy hadn't been feeling good like the last yesterday, I can almost considered like, hey, you want me to jump on and stream for you, Stormy?
What? How would that? Oh, you mean last night?
Yeah, I would have just played some game that you have on Steam. Just be like, hey, everybody. I'm not Stormy, but hey.
You didn't say anything. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until like 7:30 last night.
Oh, we were already had basically no one would have showed then.
I've almost done that with Druid over here because we share the same computer for the Streamlabs. I've almost went live as Druid.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. I mean, I put notes in the Discord and also the announcement section of her about. So
Congratulations, D Gamer! You're way on you're well on your way to becoming a streamer.
Yeah, right.
You'll have to let us know. That way we can all
support you.
Yeah.
Help you out, get you to affiliate status, and then I can get my founder's badge.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, founder's badge.
So, yeah, all right. I mean, enough talk about ailments. We're not a bunch of old people around here. So,
No.
we're gonna move on and get into the thick of it. Get into some fun enjoyment tonight, as always, because it's D&D night. And I suspect that the folks that are in the chat tonight are just the three of us for now. More people will join in, I'm sure, soon enough. But it's possible that people might have assumed that I wasn't going to be streaming tonight since I didn't stream last night or the night before. But I don't know. We're gonna give it a go because our regulars are here. I'm pretty sure Daddy Dagoth will make it soon if he can, because I was chatting with him a little bit today. He checked on me, so.
Nice.
But yeah, like we're in it. The party members last week, the adventurers had. Why can't I ever get his latest state?
Because he doesn't use one anymore.
It's true.
It's sad.
It's sad. Yeah, that's
The Gladius is still there. It's proudly displayed.
It's a backup
100%.
weapon in case his glaive goes flying somewhere. He can go, aha!
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I have 100% thought of situations. I'm like, when am I going to bring this thing out again just for the sake of shock value? Like, let's make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Do something dumb.
The Gladius blade.
So last week, people thought there'd be a TPW. Even you? No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I have a question.
Yeah, you have a question.
Good sir, who are you?
Oh, thank you. Yes, we gotta go ahead and do the intros.
I couldn't
Gotta do
remember.
the intros for the YouTube's video.
I gotta do this in order, then, don't I? I was doing things out of order. Okay. So, hi everybody. I'm StormyD of Storm Saga Games. I'm your dungeon master and host tonight. I play all the monsters and NPCs, especially the main adventuring party NPC, Rylar, the Suffrigant. And over here to my left is the gorgeous...
Hello, I'm itsStarkitty and Philip. I play Emillynn Ray, the bard of the party and the party leader, and Philip. And yeah, I'm bard of the College of the Battle Singer, and Philip is up here. And yeah, Philip says hi.
Now, sweetheart, you got to clarify for me: is Philip your character's imaginary friend or yours? Because you're like, I'm itsStarkitty and Philip. Sorry,
Yes.
I got spoke fun at her.
Yes.
Comment down below and let us know what you think. Is Philip Emmelynn's figment of imagination or mine?
Maybe a little of both. I don't know.
Aries, dude.
Regardless.
Or am I Philip?
Dun, dun, dun. Not gonna lie, we talked about that as a theory.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh, I see. So, like, that would be a hilarious and interesting twist. Philip is the actual character, and Emillynn Ray is just a puppet.
Yes. Yes.
That would be funny.
Yes.
All right. So
I was also sorry. I got super distracted by pyromaniacs.
Hello, Pyromaniac. Welcome in.
Yeah, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. We're just getting started for tonight. Our 24th session of our campaign. Thank you for the joke. It's pretty good. I like it. They nut and bolt. It's bit on the nose there, but not too shabby. Just hopefully it's not literally on the nose, but
for anybody wondering, this one over here that's dying.
I might be a little off tonight because
explains who they are. Druid. This is Druid IRL. She's currently broken.
Yes. We got to get on. Thank you.
Thank you for the follow, Pyromaniac.
Thank you for the follow, brother. We'll get back into the intros. Moving across the way over there, we have. Since she's still in laugh mode, we'll move over to the gentleman we see to the right there.
Oh, hello, everybody. I am extirpatefate, or Fate for short, if you'd like. I am playing Lorkris, the Goliath, Oathbreaker, Paladin of Melora, and a glaive. He uses a glaive because he's a grave cleric of Weejoss.
Mm-hmm.
He's also short for a Goliath at 6'5".
Makes him quite the interesting character for sure. And then moving
I love explaining it to like other people. I'm like, oh yeah, he's short for a Goliath, so people look up to him and say, "You're kind of short, aren't you?" And it's great.
I love it.
I have the giggles. Stop.
It's all right. Now, straight over to the left, we have the giggle lady herself.
Stop it, Stormy. You're going to break her.
Oh my goodness. I swear I'm normally more composed than this.
I am Druid IRL, and I play Fern, and she is a Circle of Spores Druid. And this is Chonkapillar.
Right on. Chonkapillar is her sort of familiar. We're not really sure what it is. It just showed up.
We don't know, but I love Chonkapillar so very much.
Your Chonkapillar just showed up out of nowhere, just like my Philip showed up out of nowhere.
Of course, your Philip has been with you
Like my Fern
since your
showed up out
character
of
was a
nowhere.
little girl.
True.
Yep.
That is so true. I did show up out of nowhere.
Right?
What did you say, Fate?
So Starkitty was like, just like how Philip showed up out of nowhere, Chonkapillar showed up out of nowhere, and I'm like, and just like Fern showed up out of nowhere.
True.
Out of nowhere.
Right. And just like
I don't know about
Rylar,
Rylar.
well, no, I guess he didn't show up out of nowhere. You
Yeah,
guys went and
it's
sought him out, but yeah.
Mega Chonk!
By the way, for any of our viewers,
Druid, thank you for the gifted sub.
Sneaky.
and for you guys, if you want said Chonkopilla, or of the like creature crocheted, I have the contact information for the person who made it.
Oh, and she's wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she takes
I asked her
commission.
if she would be if I kind of made the joke. I'm like, everyone's like, I want one now, and she goes, you can give them my number. I'm like, how about your Discord? And she's like, yes. So if you guys would like anything, just let me know, and then I can go ahead and get you guys connected.
So she takes commissions?
Yeah. I mean, that's what this was.
Ooh.
But yes, that is all. What is going on over here? Oh, yeah, Pyro. That's the Druid for you.
Yep.
Yes.
It is how she is. Thank you again for the gifted sub, and thank you again, Pyromaniac, for joining us this evening. No matter how long you stay tonight and into the future, just so you know, we do this 5th edition D&D campaign every Saturday night from 6 to 10 Central Time. Sometimes we go a little long. And if you check out my About section, you'll see my my other nights. This week I was sick, which is very rare. I try and tough it out. But Monday nights is a kind of a flex night. I play whatever I feel like. Wednesday night is Witcher Wednesday, where I do first person Witcher 3. Thursday night is Daggerfall Unity night. Friday night is a Skyrim Serenity Wabbajack Requiem list of Skyrim. And so if you're interested in any of that, feel free to hang out with us anytime that you like, whether you be a chatter or a lurker. We appreciate you regardless. So.
Also,
Yes.
Druid and Fate are both streamers as well, so go ahead and check them out too.
I like his joke there. I placed a tavern staffed entirely by Kinku in my world. It's called the Crowbar. All right. Don't make me laugh too much, then I'll have to start downing more of these cough suppressants, these cough drops. Wow, that's a good one.
They're gonna keep cracking jokes to make Druid giggle all night.
See if we can get me into a coughing fit. I see. So now that we got the intros out of the way, let's get back to the description of what happened last week, right? So our 4 adventurers on a specific quest. Technically, it's sort of it's an important main quest, but it's also sort of a side quest because it's on the way to something that's a little bit even more, or not a little bit. It's quite a bit more important. Despite that, they were specifically tasked with cleansing out an infestation of ghouls and wights in a burial mound, an old burial mound, and that had gotten out of hand. When they got there, they thought, okay, we can handle this. They fought the first 6 or 7 ghouls outside in the graveyard, and they handled it like that with a plume. They got a little overconfident because then after they went inside, they found themselves surrounded by an army of 14 ghouls and ghasts, and they thought they were going to die, but they prevailed. They wisely went and took a short rest after that to regain some of the resources. When they came back, they were shocked to find that the corpses of the ghouls had been piled up to make a makeshift barrier, and the wights had come forth from the outside into this, or not the outside, from deeper into the burial mound, deeper into the catacombs, and had created this barrier, and were using the barrier to basically try and pick off at the adventurers using arrows as the adventurers try to make their way through the barrier of corpses. And luckily, Rylar's one of his spells that he hadn't even used yet turned out to be way more useful than they anticipated. And they were able to basically shut down a majority of the wights while Lorkris was able to push his way through the corpse pile. And then they were able to effectively just kind of take on one wight at a time while leaving the other ones effectively hypnotized because of the, what was the spell again?
Hypnotic pattern.
Yeah,
Hypnotic pattern.
Yeah.
Or unicorn puke.
Right.
Yeah, it was unicorn puke.
Yeah, unicorn puke. Right. By the way, you guys are a little bit fainter. Is your input all the way up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Out of character,
That's better.
I do want to point out to Aries, like technically Druid is streaming right now, and Druid streams on Fridays for bandwidth and banter.
That's true. It may happen to be on my channel, but it is.
She's still streaming.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I wish there were some way we could figure out how we could have it help her channel too at the same time. So.
Yes,
And my work schedule's changing too.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah.
What's it going to
So,
be?
This is exactly how I feel about her work schedule change here. And go.
Oh, Angry Bird? Why? What's your work schedule going to be?
Doesn't matter. It's new.
Oh,
yeah.
what's it going to be?
I'm going to be working openings on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And I'm slowly going to be working later and later throughout the week until I do a closing shift on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
So I'm working through all day parts.
Gross.
Okay.
Anyway.
So does that? But you're fortunate that you get to keep Saturdays off, right?
Friday, Saturdays. So my mom could stop bugging me on my Fridays.
Okay.
So I can just be like, I'm streaming.
Okay. Right on.
Really, Pyromaniac? You gave the Cleric a Vorpal butter knife.
Har. It's funny. All right. So one of the things that I like to do here.
But Vorpal butter knife sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, Vorpal butter knife sounds pretty neat. If you need to take care of all those vicious, deadly pieces of cheese and bread and stuff.
Yeah, you can cut the crust off in one swing.
Mm-hmm. Or the mold off the cheese, just like that. Uh-oh, your hand went up. Was that a question?
No, she went up. Wacha with the.
Oh yeah, what's up? Gotcha. So what I like to do next is randomly choose from the players, and they give me a recap of what stood out most to their characters from the last session. So is everyone good to go with what they would like to say before I start rolling?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay. Well, let's maybe the die won't put you on the spot then, Starkitty. Extirpate fate. Or should I say Lorkris?
I was hoping it wasn't going to be me so I could wing it. No. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Oh please. No. God. No. Please. No. God. No.
There's so many.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
That was
It's just sheer panic.
Oh, your character,
It's
even though externally he was stoic, internally it was panic over the...
He embraced the untitled goose. Internal chaos.
And
So what stood out to Aries was the TPK did not happen, and they kicked butt and said Aries. Nobody just moment.
I like it. Yeah, no. Oh my goodness, what a whirlwind of insanity. It was good though.
Okay, right on. Anything else?
No.
Nope. Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't hear you see you shake your head.
Oh, I said nope.
Oh, okay. It must have cut out.
Oh, it may have cut out. Yeah.
All right, Starkitty. Or should I say, Miss Emillynn Ray?
I feel Philip, did you know undead could be that smart to put up a barrier of bodies? I didn't think so. I need to do more research into smart undead. Yeah, was not expecting that. Just figured we'd waltz right in and just be like, okay, we're good, and just bodies. There's bodies. What? And note to self, talk to Rylar about his spell that kind of like fascinated all of them. Interesting. That's what stood out to my character.
Okay. Excellent then. Well, obviously, moving on to Milady Fern. Excuse me.
Okay, you guys. So, like, you know, these undead things are like super crazy cool and everything. Right? They're so smart, you know. They're so smart. They built a wall and everything. But they got distracted by the beautiful colors that Rylar did. And of course, he made something super beautiful like that because he is an artist, you know. And then we went in and kicked butt.
Right on. Anything else?
I used a lot of my magic power that I normally don't. So that was kind of weird. Unusual for me. But it's okay.
Gotcha. Anything else to add?
I'm really excited to see what is down there.
Okay. Nice. For Rylar, what stood out to him was he was really surprised that his rainbow vomit spell worked so well. He kind of wishes he'd used it more in the past when we had an opportunity, but it seemed like a good one, and he feels lucky that he chose to use it then. And he finds the ghouls to be particularly disgusting. He thinks the whites are scary. The ghouls, for some reason, were gross to him. He wasn't scared of them, but the whites are kind of scary to him, probably because they're all like more menacing looking with the skulls and stuff. But he's having a ball because he likes this kind of. I mean, obviously Halloween isn't really a holiday in this world, but he likes this kind of spooky stuff and
creepy, spooky.
So that's what stood out most to Rylar the Suffrigant. All-Star, thanks for the lurk. Speaking of lurk, now that we've done the recaps and we've done the recap of the adventure last week, we're going to go what I call chat dark. Hey Dagoth, what's up, buddy? Big hugs to you, man. Thank you. Yes, thank you for coming, whether late or not.
My murder buddy.
Hi, Daga. Thank you so much to our mod for being in chat.
Yes, you're amazing, my brother. Big hugs. So, not real hugs for me because I haven't even been able to hug or kiss on Starkitty this week because I don't want to get her sick.
It's not COVID. We did a test today.
Yeah. For those who are curious, I took the COVID test, unless it was a false negative, but I haven't lost my sense of taste or smell.
That's why you always test twice.
Yeah, I probably should have, but there's no way I'm going to be sticking that swab up my nose again. It's such a miserable experience.
So uncomfortable.
Oh my God. It literally drives me batshit crazy.
I mean, if he ended up having COVID, then I either caught it and have no symptoms, because I feel fine.
Yes, and I'm happy about this. I intend that it stays that way. That is my intention.
Yeah.
Into the universe.
We don't want Starkitty sick.
Yes. Yeah. So, with that said, thank you guys for joining us this evening. Enjoyed the show. We're gonna go chat dark so we can focus on enjoying the adventure and the role playing. And we'll see you guys in a couple of hours for the intermission. So, yeah, here we go. I'm going to go to, since we'll stay in this screen, okay? Since we're going to be choosing where to go next and what to do next. You guys returned into here. You're standing amongst basically this first mausoleum room that's just piles and piles of undead corpses now, right? Ghoul. I mean, there's 14 ghoul corpses. Most of those are piled over to like right here, and then there's what I believe it was 7 wights, kind of strewn about.
Yes.
And you have hallways leading off both these directions. Faint blue lights, just kind of not sure if it's a light, some sort of glow. You're not really sure what it is.
You said it's a blue light?
It's a blue. It's a blue glow. Blue light. Yes.
Hey, Lorkris.
Blue light.
Yeah.
Do you think Weejoss is happy that you killed these undead creatures, or do you think she's upset because you killed her undead creatures and stuff?
Different kind of death.
Oh, what?
This is outside.
I mean, that's a question that you can ask her. Just be like, do you want me to kill all of them, or I don't know.
Do you?
I want to see the blue light.
Do you ask that inwardly? Is your character curious about that himself internally?
Probably not.
Okay.
Because Lorkris will kind of identify this aspect that he's had with Weejoss is about the cycle of life and death.
Right.
Versus undead. So it is something different. This is not the type of death that is of Weejoss. This is a corruption or a twisting of that natural cycle. So
right,
he probably wouldn't give much thought, even if it may be wrong.
No, actually, that tells me that your character has an innate understanding of the way Weejoss works, because that's exactly correct. So I will say that inwardly, you get the sense of you're on the right track in that you want to annihilate all these things. So,
blue light, blue light.
Now you have a choice
light,
of directions to go.
Fern is saying that blue light, blue light, blue light, blue light. You guys see the blue light, right? You see it? You see that the blue light?
We all see the blue light.
I want to go see.
You all do see the kind of blue glow. You wouldn't call it a light so much as a light glow.
It's glowing blue.
So is it like the glow that's behind you right now, Stormy?
Oh, yeah, I guess kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Do we press on now?
Oh, should we take their toes?
That's probably best for the way out.
But if they're not here on the way out?
Didn't another team leave this place?
Yeah, but they fled. They weren't cool enough to kill them all like we did.
But they know that there's things here. When you come back, there's nothing here.
Well, I mean, we came back and there was a pile of bodies.
Fair.
Hey, everybody, I used up one of my spells. Just so you know, I have one less now since our short rest. So
I'm taking that as a hint as we should rest again and grab some toes.
No, I don't mean that necessarily. I just wanted you to know. I think we can move on if that's what Boss Lady says.
I want to carry on.
Lorkris?
I think it would be wise to press now, then wait. Because if we wait again, who knows how many more will wake up.
I'll hit them with my stick.
All right.
Yes.
So now the question is, left or right?
Left.
Lorkris? Left or right?
Left.
Rylar? Left or right?
I got both of them. What?
Which way do you want to go, left or right? Which hallway?
I'm going to follow you guys, as always.
So we're going left. Philip voted
Should
with
we
the
be
majority and
sneaky?
he wants to go left.
Should we be sneaky?
Might not be a bad idea.
Okay. And I'll cast Pass Without a Trace with my staff.
Okay.
And we will be
That
sneaky.
means that everybody has a +10 circumstance bonus on their. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that the party order is gonna be something like the way it was before, which is like this. Is that right?
Yeah. Fern's right behind Lorkris.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
That works
Miss
for me.
Ray in the middle and Rylar in the back.
That works for me.
Okay.
But were you asked yet?
No.
What did you get?
What? What did we? What?
Oh, well, I mean, she's all excited to roll over here, so she's already rolling the d20 for stealth.
But that wasn't asked yet, so it
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Yeah, it was a net.
All right. So you make your way a little ways into a good 10 feet into the tunnel, so you could see further down the tunnel. And it is.
I will do that stealthily.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
right now you don't need to roll until I say you need
Okay.
to.
Sure.
You do notice though that it is a catacomb, and as I explained before, it seems to be a slight slope descending downward. So
Okay.
this was a slope that descended, at an angle downward into a flat room, right?
Mhm.
Now these kind of angle at a descent, and
Or at least this one does.
right. At least this one does. Well, you could tell just from standing here and looking that one probably did too.
Okay.
I'm so
Yeah, my
upset because
drawing
I
is-
would have had 40.
My drawing is not on par tonight. Bear with me. Let me grab.
It's okay.
Thank you.
That'd be a bad time for the Lorkris to try to make a joke.
That
Still,
would be very,
still
very
working
bad.
on the timing.
Yeah. My stealth roll would have been 40.
40. What?
Yeah. Well, she rolled a nat 10. She
All right,
has,
no, rolled a nat 20.
Or
I
nat
have
20,
a plus
plus-
10.
and then another plus 10.
And it would have been another plus 10 with the Pass Without a Trace.
Your character has a +10 on her stealth roll?
Yeah.
Naturally? Wow.
Yeah.
How's that? Is that?
Well,
She
you
has
and I
expertise in stealth.
yeah, we talked about that.
Oh.
You were the one that was like, you should do it in stealth because, she survived in the wild and stuff. And I was like, that makes so much sense.
It does make sense. You're right. So
I'm so
these are obviously catacombs that are roughly made. Again, imagine the catacombs under France, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of loosely made with alcoves of bones along the way. You noticed over here to the slope actually comes down to about here, and then it levels off, it tapers off. And because you're wearing the night vision goggles, they go out to what, 60 feet?
Yeah. Standard dark vision.
You can see
would
the
still
tunnel
have-
continues onward, and it starts to wind, and you think it might start sloping again right here.
Just as a point, daylight technically is still active on the glaive.
Oh, is
lasts
it?
for an hour?
I forgot
yeah, it
about
lasts
that.
for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, lasts for an
either way,
hour?
it's still been able to see it.
Then, yeah, without a doubt, yeah. So then, yeah, you guys basically a lot less scary. Like, I've always found it fascinating in horror movies when people go wandering around in creepy places. They don't bother to grab flashlights or just, freaking
Flashlight's
turn
really
on the
poor,
lights,
doesn't-
right?
Or it's a bad flashlight. Like, how do you?
Yeah.
Use a bright flashlight.
Yeah, or just, go into a dark room and don't bother to turn on the light as you're standing right next to the light switch, right?
Yeah.
You guys have your own light switch. You have daylight literally cast on the end of your blade. So
Daylight. She cast
Daybreak.
daylight.
all right. So you continue downward and kind of reach where it flattens out. And now kind of everybody sees what's going on.
Are those arrows actually drawn on the floor?
No.
Oh.
That's just to let you know.
Indicating slopage.
Starkitty.
What?
You know better than that. That was funny. All right, so what do you guys do? You have a choice now. You can keep going and check out the rest of the hall and continue onward, or you can check out that iron door that's has been. Sorry, I say iron. It's not iron. It's
It's a door.
It's a wooden door with iron bands. That's what I meant to say.
I would like to.
Yeah, let's keep going.
This is gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Getting there.
So, Lorkris will kind of like slink up to the door. He's cautious, but he's like, But he's not going to stand in front of it. He's going to stand to the side of it, almost like a breaching position.
Like right there?
Yeah. And then he's going to reach out and he's going to touch the door and he's going to use the his Eyes of the Grave.
Hang on, before you do that, what is everybody else doing?
I follow up behind him.
I follow behind going, Lorkris, what are you doing?
So Miss Ray says, Lorkris, what are you doing? Whispering to you.
I'm going to look to see if there's anything dead in that direction.
Wait. Will you open the door?
I'm not going to open the door.
Rylar. Can you see through that door? Can you see through it with your eyes?
Oh yeah, I
Forgot that he could do that.
I could do that if you want me to. I think Big Boss Lorkris, he was gonna try using his detect undead thing, right? So out of curiosity, does your detect undead ability let you see the undead through objects to a certain degree, or only if they're in a visual range?
Wait, hang on. That's right.
While you're hanging on, I'm gonna grab another. For some reason, this older one works better.
Well, actually, he's not gonna do that.
Forgive me for a moment, guys. I'm gonna try and do this. I guess I could try muting myself.
He's still gonna do it.
Just
So technically, with the Eyes of the Grave, as long as the creature isn't behind total cover and isn't protected from divination magic, as Druid kindly pointed out, that clearly it's within not necessarily line of sight, but they would technically be behind cover. But Lorkris would try it anyway because he did it with the tower and wants to see if he's able to sense past a barrier.
What does it say?
Doesn't hurt to try.
I need to know the mechanics of the ability. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good.
He muted himself to blow his nose.
Yeah.
Well, to mainly just to cough. Okay.
So as an action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and isn't protected from divination magic.
Okay.
So I know technically, yes, it would be behind cover. The expectation is it's not going to work, but at least since he did try it with the tower and making physical contact, it doesn't hurt to try this again.
And it's
spell slot.
Something you can use at will, right?
So I can use it 3 times per long rest for Grave Cleric, and I can also do it 3 times per long rest for Paladin.
Those. 6 times a day, effectively.
Mm-hmm. And it would only be for the 6 seconds.
Okay.
Or until the end of your next turn. Yeah, anyway, time is irrelevant. Time is a construct.
Okay. So, you sure you knowing that you can't see through the doors and the walls, you're still going to try it? How long does it last when you use it?
So this Eyes of the Grave lasts until the end of my next turn.
So 6 seconds.
So yeah.
So you sure knowing the mechanics of it now, are you sure you want to do it?
Yeah, because Lorkris went up with intention, and knowing that Rylar can probably see through it, it's not to say it's harmless, but it's worth an attempt to see if he can understand his magic a bit more.
Fair enough. Totally get it. It's just like it's not like you've had a lot of opportunity to use this. So you're testing it out, figuring it out. I like it. Okay.
Even as a player, mechanically, I know it shouldn't work this way. And if it does, cool. If it doesn't, that's as expected.
Okay. So obviously you don't detect anything using your ability. And then she has that conversation with Rylar. So she has Rylar come up behind you. And Rylar says, I need to double check his ability.
Pizza.
5E.
I don't want to miss anything.
I forget which one this is.
It's the X-ray vision.
No, I know that, but they have different. Like
what's the name of the actual ability?
Yeah, he needs the actual invocation name.
Yeah.
I'll start plugging in.
X-ray vision.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's once per short rest. He says that. Sorry, trying to suppress cough here. He says, I can only use it once per short rest. Are you sure you want me to use it now?
Before like Emillynn gives an answer, I'm gonna kind of like do a quick peek. You said there's those iron grates.
No.
Like
no, it's a wooden door. It's a wooden door with iron bands.
Iron bands. Okay, never mind. I thought there may have been a grate, and I've been like, can I just
no,
peek through
it's
the hole?
completely closed.
Okay.
You can't see into it. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Lorkris still does a double take though. Like, is there a portcullis in there?
Miss Ray, you want me to just wait until it seems like a more important room than this one?
So you're saying this is not an important room?
I don't know. What you tell me? You guys are the smart ones.
Can I just open the door?
There's a door.
Can I open the door?
Who are you asking? Are you
Just outward.
You're
can I
asking
just
the party.
open the door?
Hang on. Question. Can I, given that we had whites that came from down the hall, can I look down at the floor and see if there's indication that the door may have been like, I know I wouldn't be able to tell if the door swung inward. Or maybe guess depending on the hinges. Does the door swing inward or outward?
The door swings inward.
Okay.
By the way, looking down at the ground, just clarify too, you find it odd that the strange blue glow seems to recede down the hallway the farther you go. It's almost strange because you would think that like it's not coming from a source in this hallway, yet when you were in the other room, you could see it. It doesn't look like it just keeps receding away from you, which is really strange.
But it doesn't recede as we're standing there. It recedes as we get closer to it.
Yeah, basically,
like
yeah. I mean, it's the same kind of glow throughout the hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to, its source seems to be deeper down, yet, you know, based upon its relative brightness doesn't increase. So you're wondering how you could see it at all, since there's nothing in the hallway giving off this blue light as a source.
Okay.
It's almost as if the entire catacombs and tomb itself have a slight blue glow that you can't seem to localize.
Okay.
It looks like you have a question.
Mr. Reagan, I just touched the door handle.
No.
How are we supposed to go into the other room if we don't open the door?
I'm going to listen at the door. I put my ear up to the door.
Okay.
How is this different than touching the door handle?
I'm listening. See if there's anybody.
Because she's not going to open the door right this second.
It sounds as quiet as a tomb.
I would like to check this door for traps.
Okay, roll that. You see Miss Ray start actively checking the door for none of you guys have ever done or seen this before. So, because you haven't been in a situation where you needed to check for traps. So, but you see Miss Ray like basically inspecting every little inch and crevice and nut and bolt and part of the door.
30 for my investigation.
Okay. What are you guys' reaction as she does this?
I'm like I keep reaching my hand out.
And I keep pulling it away as I'm standing on the far side of the door closest to the next slope.
All right.
Like I'm framing the door like a breaching position, just
Well, Miss Ray, you don't
grabbing.
find that the door appears to be trapped from what you can tell.
I look at the group going, okay, the door does not have traps on it. What I was checking for, make sure nobody gets hurt, trying to open the door.
Do we want to just slowly open the door, or do we want to forcefully open the door?
I want to check to see if it's
Slowly?
locked.
So you're going to check to see if it's locked?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So put your person up in front of the door because you... All right.
Just jiggle the handle.
You find the door is locked.
Blue light.
It's not coming from the door, silly.
We don't know.
I look over at Fern going, the door is locked.
And I'll look down at Emillynn and just go, do you want me to unlock it?
When you say unlock, do you mean kick it down, or would you like me to use my thieves' tools?
Oh yeah,
You have a fancy scroll.
you bought that. You bought the... Dadgummit. Oh yeah, you bought those just recently, didn't you, Miss?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well. Use your new tools.
And Fern's just gonna be watching, so mesmerized.
Mesmerized. All right. And Rylar says, Miss Ray, I have a request. Miss Fern seems super excited about opening this door. After you unlock it, maybe you should let her open it.
Oh, that was my plan. But we gotta unlock it first.
All right.
And check it for traps so Fern doesn't get hurt.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your...
Is it sleight of hand?
I believe so. Not one of your better ones, is it?
I have Masterworks Thieves Tools. I almost grabbed the 3.5. I'm like, this is...
There's no such thing as Masterworks Thieves Tools in
I grabbed the Dungeon Master's Guide. Well, I think Thieves Tools give me an additional plus. I don't know if I added that into my...
Thieves, tools, equipment, D&D Beyond. This set of tools includes a small blah, 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 blah. Proficiency. Proficiency with these tools lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to disarm traps or open locks. So basically, to use thieves tools, you need proficiency in the tool. And if you do, you can add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks to disarm traps or open locks.
So if it falls under...
How'd you get a 30 with your earlier? Are you proficient in that?
Investigation?
Oh, no, that's right. You did investigation. Yeah. That's
Investigation, I have a plus 11 and I rolled a 19.
right. Do you have proficiency in sleight of hand?
I do.
Do you have the tool proficiency for
Thieves tools?
thieves tools?
Let's see. Does my background give me that proficiency? Yes, I do have proficiency with thieves tools.
Well, there you go.
So is it a sleight of hand check?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be a
that's-
sleight of hand, and it's so the thieves tools effectively give you expertise in that if you don't have expertise, right? Because it lets you add your proficiency bonus, but since you're already proficient in sleight of hand, it lets you add your proficiency bonus again.
Oh, so it's double proficiency.
Effectively.
So, okay.
At least that's the way I'm interpreting it. I might be wrong, but I'm going to rule it that way regardless.
And that is a 23 to open lock.
Okay, you are able to pop the lock fairly easily.
I'm all fiddling around with it, and then I go click. We're in, guys. We're in.
Sorry. All right.
Put away my tools, and I take a step back, going, Fern, Lorkris, be prepared just in case.
I'm going to go up to the door, and I'm gonna turn the door handle just oh so slowly. Like slower than I really need to.
All right.
So slowly. And then slowly push the door open. And then peek my head in.
Inside you find a an individual tomb. Must have been some sort of slightly more important person to rate this kind of tomb. You wouldn't say this is like noble or anything. There's a stone sarcophagus with a wooden coffin sitting on top of it that's kind of rotted and falling apart, and you can see the hand of the corpse, like a skeletal hand, kind of hanging out of it. And there's like a plaque on the back wall and with some person's name of little import.
What's his name?
Like I said, it's
Can I see
the
it?
name. The name doesn't seem to be of any important person. Just the epitaph is something like great farmer died of sepsis or something like that.
Can I?
Farmer.
I'm gonna look at Miss Ray, and I'm just gonna point. Like,
What do you
can
see,
I go in
Fern?
there?
What do you see?
It's
Well, you all
just a
can.
sarcophagus.
She opened the door.
Oh,
You
she
all
opened.
can see. Yeah.
I want to, Mr. Ray, I want to put his arm back inside the sarcophagus. Can I do that?
Wouldn't touch it.
But I want to put it back. It seems respectful.
Hold on a second. I'm going to take a step into the room.
Okay. You step inside the room.
I'm going to take a look at the coffin.
like I said, it's a coffin's. In a higher end, nicer end tomb, it would be a stone sarcophagus that would also be the coffin. In this instance, there's no actual sarcophagus. It's sort of a sarcophagus. It's a stone platform with a wooden coffin just set on top of it. And over time, the wooden coffin has kind of rotted away partially and broken open, and his hand is just hanging out. It doesn't appear to be animated in any way.
Taking a
I want to
close look
sneak
at
in.
it,
I want
going,
to go in behind Miss Ray.
I don't think she went in. She just. Well, no,
No, I
yeah,
took
you
a
did.
step
You
in.
just took a step in. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that, it's not going to come back to life and scare you, Fern.
For me,
Sometimes
I just
you
want to
never
put his
know.
arm back inside the coffin. That's all I want. And then ask him to be my friend. And if he doesn't respond, we can leave.
Okay. You want to stuff the ski? It's going to be tough.
I just want to put the arm back in.
Yeah, it's going to be tough because that side of the coffin is kind of broken open and the dirt is spilling out, and it's just kind of partially stuck out of the dirt.
Oh.
And so you'd have
I
to
didn't
basically
realize there
kind
was dirt.
of rebury him and stuff. Yeah.
Never mind. I didn't realize how long it would take. So we should just get going.
Okay.
All right.
Anything
like
cool
after
in
you,
here?
Fern. Like, Lorkris, let's go. Lead the way. Oh no, Rylar!
Rylar got knocked into another dimension.
Rylar just teleported into the dirt.
All right.
Oh.
He has the spell Flesh to Mud.
And we continue our descent. Should we close the door behind us? What if they animate it?
I would have closed the door
Okay.
and
so
relocked it. If I could.
I need to briefly go blow my nose so I'm not sniffing in everybody's ear.
Okay, I'm going to go get pizza really quick.
Okay, I'm gonna briefly mute. Since Starkitty and I are on the same mic, I'm gonna mute us both briefly while I blow my nose. Just a second. Oh, I did forget the music. Thank you for saying something.
I just realized that. I was like, we forgot the music.
Okay. Whoa, what happened?
Are you muted, Faye?
No.
Okay. I was like, there's something's going on and he's playing around.
Always.
We love that about you.
Praise the sun.
All right. Now we got the music. Nice. Thank you, Starkitty, for reminding us about the background music. All right. So.
You missed all the fun.
Oh no!
You missed all the fun, Fern. You stepped on a trap.
Don't listen.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Don't listen to
Yeah, it
them.
was unavoidable. You're like.
You
One
stepped on a giggle
Yeah,
trap.
so it would say
Gee, that definitely sounds like her.
giggle trap.
Oh. Are you sure she'd step on a D4?
That's actually possible. A magical Tasha's hideous laughter trap. I'm gonna have to make
Oh
it
yeah,
happen
on a
someday.
glyph of warding.
It's like you failed to disarm the trap and you are laughing hysterically for 10 minutes.
Sounds like a daily occurrence for me. Completely incapacitated, just laughing.
That's what City's laughter does, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It incapacitates you because you're laughing so much.
Man.
Yeah. I work with a couple of really proficient bards at work that make me laugh, and they're really, like, their spell save DC on Tasha's hideous laughter is really high. So I end up completely incapacitated for chunks of time.
All right. The slope continues downward again.
Okay.
And and then it levels out down here.
Mm.
And you notice that StormyD's drawing is way off tonight, but that's okay.
It's all right.
We'll
We all
forgive
have
you.
off nights. Just like I have off days when I'm teaching my classes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing up there going, oh crap, what's the next move? Make it up! I've
So
done
as
that.
we're descending, without really casting any spells, like I think Lorkris is just kind of like wants to try to see if he can feel what.
It's lighting up when you talk. It's very distracting.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oh.
I've brought it up multiple times. You're like, oh yeah, that's cool.
What was that?
Sorry. I was gonna say, as we're descending, Lorkris is just gonna try to sense. Does he get any sense of unease or nerve getting further down this? Like,
I mean, the daylight spell definitely adds some extra confidence in your step, but it's still creepy going down into, this dark, unlit old catacombs.
but I mean, aside from creepy, doesn't get any like, spidey sense. Nothing's tingling.
I would have said so if you did.
Fair enough.
At least for now. For now, it just seems, seems like that strange kind of blue glow seems to be kind of just, it's weird. It's as if the dungeon itself is emanating a strange iridescent kind of almost phosphorescent without a source kind of blue glow. You do notice that there are at this side of at the end of this on this side of the hallway, there are two doors. And one is closed. This one closest to you is closed. This one looks like it's partly ajar. And you can't quite tell until you get close. You notice that it's just sort of, from this angle, it's sort of an archway. There's a doorway there. You don't know what's there, though.
There's 3 doors ahead. There's 3 doors down, and one of them is slightly open. I just relay the information as I notice it.
Wait. You said there's 3 doors and a head?
What?
Brother,
3 doors.
no, I think he said there's
ahead.
3 heads in a jar.
There's 3 doors ahead of us.
Oh, ahead. Okay. Okay, sorry.
One
I
of them
thought
is
you
open.
said.
Oh,
Whew.
Why
You
did I-
speak up there, Lorkris.
why did I think that I heard him say something about jars? I don't know.
I said the door was ajar. Like, open.
Oh,
How can it be a jar? I thought it was a door.
oh,
I thought it was a jar. 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 I thought it was a jar
Myth Ray, are you hanging around with me too much?
Yes, Rylar.
Okay. All right. So,
Sorry, Fate, I couldn't help it.
did you want to potentially change places with Fern?
Yeah. Might as well.
Since you're the one who can spot. I mean, she has a really good spot check now. Yours is a little bit better, but like you're kind of trained for looking for traps, whereas I don't think she is. Because that's investigation, which is separate. So.
Oh, no. Fern trying to investigate anything? No.
Whereas I likes to investigate things.
Okay.
Why my reports are so detailed.
So you're coming down the slope to the bottom of the slope where it flattens out.
Like, Lorkris, hold. Let me take a look
sorry.
around for traps. Just in case.
Lorkris will shimmy off to the side. Let you pass.
I think he's just been talking too much.
Need some tea.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a cold. It started by allergies because he recently switched over to oat milk from soy milk, and yeah, we think he might have an allergy to oats.
Aww.
So
Oats are yummy.
yeah.
That's a bummer.
That's a bummer.
So we just gotta cut oat out of his diet for like the next week and see if it makes it better.
I'm gonna try and drink some water too. I do apologize. I know it's no fun watching a show where someone's coughing their head off. I'm gonna try and tough my way through it.
Druid, what's your pizza? What kind of pizza are you eating?
Pina popper pizza.
All right, let's not get too distracted. All right.
Don't forget to turn your mic back on.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I was gonna check for traps and roll my investigation.
All right. So you're
27.
You gonna go in front of him and check for traps
Yes.
up to the door, or do you want to get like this whole area? I'll let you do the 30-foot swath.
30 feet.
You check for traps on the floor, because I'm gonna have you check doors separately.
Oh yeah. You guys see me walking, like touching my feet, tapping the ground, looking at the walls. As I'm doing it, I'm like, I'm checking for pressure plates.
Okay. Of course, as
Gonna
you do
start
that, you
dancing.
also take note that because you get to about here.
Okay.
And
No traps?
no traps.
Can I see through this slightly ajar door?
Yeah, the sunlight coming off of his blade, even from there, would stream in, creating a dark, shadowy room in here. But it would still be you'd see parts of it, and I'm just drawing it. Technically speaking, you're only seeing this one, right? The light streaming in.
I'm going to signal Bring the light closer.
I'll walk up.
Oh, wait. Did I find any
I'm
traps?
following,
No.
and I'm grabbing
I said that
Rylar,
already.
and we're following.
Okay, so we're all up in there.
I'm going to push the door open a little bit more.
Push the door open a little bit more. Everybody's like ready to go up there, close. You all notice this is a slightly more, high end than the last tomb. Not a whole lot, but a little bit more. They're actual stone sarcophagi. Both of them, the lids have been broken off, and there's like braziers, decorations on the walls. Again, this looks like the names are just some, I didn't come up with names for them, but these were obviously.
George and Winifred?
What was that?
George and Winifred?
Sure, George and Winifred, both were adventurers. Their plaques would indicate that they died in the field. You
Gotcha.
suspect from the date that it was the very early days, even before the MGA came out here.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to close the door for this one.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go over to the door next to it. And I'm going to listen at the door.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll if you want.
My passive perception's at 20.
I mean, I'll tell you, rather than having to roll, you don't hear anything. It's quiet.
Okay. Check it for traps. That's a 29.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Okay, check it. Check to see if it's locked.
It is not locked.
I look over at Fern. You want to open this one?
Yes.
Okay.
And I go up to the door handle, and I turn it so slowly.
Okay.
And then I push it open.
All right. I'm not going to draw it just to save ink and stuff, but it looks just like this room. In fact, the two sarcophagi are off, and the lids are off, just like in here. Whatever was in the sarcophagi are gone.
I'd imagine that those are the 4 smaller wights with shields and swords that we just fought.
That would be my guess too. All right, Fern, let's close the door. Let's go check the other one. I check the other one. I listen at it.
This one, or do you want? You would poke your head up around, by the way, here, and notice that there was another door, effectively right across, in the same spot as the other side.
So, there's another door up around that hallway. I'm gonna guess it's the same as what's on the other side that we saw. You want to check out that one before we check out this, what looks to be like the main door to this crypt?
I say we just go through this door.
Fern?
Do you think that we should clear out everything else just before we go down possibly another hallway or something?
Oh, Fern, this hallway leads back up to where we entered from.
Well, do you think we should check the other door to make sure that nothing can sneak up behind us or something? Do we need to take the head off of the undead or something so they don't come back from the dead? Can they be re-undeaded?
No.
Yeah.
Once you have
would Lorkris
destroyed
know
an
that?
undead's form enough that it can't hold the negative energy within it, then it can't be reanimated again. Now, there are obviously exceptions to
Re-undeaded.
that. For example, like a lich or a vampire, but those are exceedingly rare and legendary creatures that you hope to never face.
Well, we have a vegan vampire, so can't be that rare.
It's probably more rare.
That's a fair assessment.
First
One of a
vegan
kind.
vampire I've heard of from tales and legends.
First vegan vampire.
Right. Vagula.
He's totally a vampire. He said so himself.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways.
What was
So-
Vagula's little bat's name?
Oh, I love his little bat friend so much.
What's his name?
Vlad.
Vlad.
Vlad. Okay. So
I
this
say
is
we
what I
push on.
think. Well, okay. I
So
will
it sounds
listen
like
to
the votes
Lorkris,
are.
but-
So the votes are the two ladies currently are voting to go check out this door first, and Lorkris is voting to move on and skip this one. Correct?
Was that your stance, Emillynn, to go down the hall?
I mean, yeah, might as well just check it just in case there isn't something we missed or one that decided not to join. Because there was only 7 up there. So far we found 2, 4, 6. So
6. Where are you getting 6?
Oh, that other door would be 6.
2, 4, 6. This could be the 7th.
What do you mean
White.
6?
2, 4, 5.
There was a body in this coffin.
Oh, there was
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
we, I mean,
Go ahead.
So,
Okay,
so
well,
of the
let's go
7
up
whites
there.
that you fought, this was probably 4 of them. This was not one of them, as far as you could tell. And then
It's likely everything came from the center.
okay. Well, I guess we are going to go up and check the other door before we go down,
so everyone's on board
just
with that.
in case.
Yes.
All right. I'm assuming you're going to listen again.
Yes. Do I hear anything?
Just a sec.
Our map looks like a kid looking out the window of an airplane.
Bad haircut.
What was your roll again?
My passive perception is a 20.
No, I want you to roll because you're actively listening at the door.
20.
You hear a strange whispering.
I look at Lorkris. There's whispering.
Sure, it's not Philip.
It is not Philip. Philip whispers loudly. This is very quiet.
So, did
Have my stick.
since she said she heard something, did you also want to try listening? I know you don't have the best perception, but did you also want to try and hear it? Yes. Did she told you?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, and Fern, since you're tiny, you could always scooch down and try and listen too if you want to. Okay, go ahead and roll, both of you.
I can't be below my passive perception, correct?
Correct. The way I roll
Okay.
it in our, you can't ever be below your passive.
19.
Okay. What'd you get there?
20.
Nice. All right. So both of you hear the strange, ominous kind of whispering, like someone almost muttering or talking to themselves in a strange language or something. You're not sure. And Lorkris, you get this this awful kind of gut feeling that that something on the other side of this door is really, really nasty, and something that you really have a strong desire to. It's almost weird. It's like I don't know. You just. It's like if you ate something that you just regret eating, and you're like, man, I gotta get rid of this.
You know that feeling?
You're not sure why you're getting that strange feeling or where it's coming from, but it kind of pervades your it definitely is. It makes an impact on your emotional state at the moment.
When you say it's a language you don't understand, it's not deep speech or primordial?
No, it's more like the reason you can't understand it is because whatever is speaking it is muttering in a way that's incomprehensible. Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. After Lorkris listens and kind of like, if anyone's actively looking at Lorkris, he like very much scowls, like in disgust at the door.
Do we need to kill it?
And says whatever that is, it needs to go.
It needs to done be dead again.
I step away from the door, going after you, sir.
I got this.
Can I just gently check to see if the door is unlocked?
You check the door, it is locked.
Okay.
You see him check the door, it's locked.
Would you like me to unlock it, or would you like to unlock it?
Do you think?
So the door is a wooden, it's pretty thick wood and iron bands. You could break it down, but it might take more than one or two shots. So
I think discretion is key. If there's other things in that other door, I don't want to unnecessarily attract it at this point.
Okay. I pull out my thieves' tools to unlock the door.
Okay.
But I'll check it for traps first.
Yep.
That's a 19 for my investigation.
A 19 for your investigation. Okay.
To find something.
So you're checking for traps?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's not trapped. It's just locked.
All right. Unlock the door. It's a 29.
What does that say on the bottom?
It says Wraith.
Okay. Thank you. You unlock the door. You find a room much like the other.
Does she unlock the door or open the door?
I unlock
sorry.
the door.
She unlocks the door.
And I step away,
Okay.
going after you, sir.
I don't know how this works in the context of like a ready to action, but can I be ready to swing at something if I perceive a threat as soon as I open the door?
No,
Or
because
my
you're going to
action
have
is
to take
open-
an action to actually open the door.
That's fair.
Or would you
But
like me to open the door?
The bottom line
ready in
is
action?
like you're just going to open the door. If there's a threat, you're going to get to roll initiative. You're not going
That's fair.
to get a surprise on it, and it's not going to get a surprise on you because you guys listen.
Okay, I think I'm anticipating more in the sense of like something's coming after me, so I'm ready to retaliate. But I see, it makes sense. I gotcha.
All right, so you crack open the door quickly, ready to breach inward. I'm going to assume that you would breach inward, at least to the first step. You see, hovering above the... you see this kind of translucent, dark being floating and hovering above the coffin. The sarcophagus and coffin. This coffin was in a much nicer coffin, but not that much nicer. It hasn't come apart. and is closed still, but there's effectively this kind of wispy, dark, black thing with let me find a good 5th ed description to read you guys.
How is it responding to the daylight?
So I'll tell you that in just a second. Let me get the description first, and then everybody's gonna roll me initiative too, by the way. So.
Do you want us to wait to roll?
I mean, as long as you don't mind remembering what you rolled, go ahead and roll while I'm finding this
Cocked.
description here. The music doesn't seem too loud, does it?
Is it this right here?
It doesn't, but
No,
it doesn't
it's
fit battle
9.
music.
So 11, but
That's true. It isn't battle music, but that's all right. Yeah. All right,
What's
hang on
it?
a sec.
both of the times up.
Oh, that's... I'm gonna have Lorkris, you can roll your religion knowledge, and you can roll me.
I'm not in the room, so I can't
No,
see it.
you can see it.
I can see
Yeah,
it.
he opened the door and went in, so you're just peering around the door just like she is. Rylar's the only one who can't see it right now. Basically, what you see is some sort of spectral creature born of evil and darkness. It apparently recoils against the daylight flooding in from your weapon, and it seems to have a burning hatred for living things in its eyes. So what'd you roll?
I got a... Oh, go ahead.
For the religion check,
Yeah,
21.
okay,
22 for history.
history. Both of you recognize this to be a wraith. Basically, a spectral, undead, robed figure of darkness. These things are nasty because their attacks can drain your life, even more so than the wights. They're also really resistant to lots of things. So, yeah, this is going to be a potentially tough fight. What's your question?
So has it been 10 minutes since our last combat since we got here?
Yes, without a doubt.
Okay. All right.
Why? What ran out?
Oh, my symbiotic entity.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So just a second. Yeah. Fern. Initiative. Sorry.
11.
Lorkris.
17.
Ray.
5.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna upgrade you to a 6, by the way.
Ooh, I'm a 6 initiative.
All right. So, Lorkris, you get to go first. This thing is what you feel like.
Goody.
You feel a craving, a need to evacuate this thing from existence.
Okay.
And it definitely seems to be recoiling from your...
From the... Excellent. As I'm getting ready, I'm gonna... Is it within my reach currently?
Technically...
Technically, no, I would assume, based off of its height.
Well...
If it's floating.
I kind of had it back. I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, it is technically, because you stepped into the first part of the room and you have 5 foot reach. So I would say, yeah, it does. But if you stay where you're at, then nobody else can get in the room.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take one step to the left to open the doorway, but staying within range. Is that still?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And so as I'm stepping to the side, I'm gonna tell Rylar to hit it with a guiding bolt.
Okay.
And then I am going to swing.
Swing from the table.
Roll it, sir.
Out of curiosity, more of a bookkeeping thing. Do I still have? I don't know if I still have the bardic inspiration.
Nope.
I should not. Correct.
Nope.
Okay. I
10
just want to
minutes
make sure.
passed, so it is gone.
Okay. Cool. All right. 1, 2. First one. 2 plus 13. My goodness, can't math. 27.
Hits.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it hits.
Yes.
And I will.
Do it.
Yeah. And because there's this burning hatred, I'm going to divine smite that at 3rd level.
Okay.
As well. For that first one. Give me one. Where is it? Just want to make sure I get my math right. This part. Did I forget? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Okay. One. Right.
So 4.
Yeah, 4. Okay. So there's that, and then do you want me to roll damage to that first before the second attack?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me your second attack.
Okay. Second one. That's 15.
15 to hit.
15 to hit on the second attack.
15 hits.
Okay. That'll just be regular. Yes. Okay. So for the first one with the Divine Smite. Alright, so weapon damage is 11 from the glaive. And then 14 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then on the second attack damage is 15 damage.
Okay.
Yes.
The Wraith wants to get away from this sunlight, so it hovers and moves right past you. You feel a shiver as it moves through your body and through the wall and comes up behind Miss Rylar, or Miss Fern, Miss Ray.
So it passed through the wall.
Yep.
Would I would assume that I wouldn't technically get an attack of opportunity as
Nope.
it passes through the wall because it technically didn't leave my reach at that point.
Correct.
Okay. I'm good. My turn's good.
And since at this point it's not in the direct sunlight, it's going to take a single attack against Miss Rylar. Miss Rylar. Miss Ray. For Emillynn Ray. Well, I can't even think straight. What is your armor class, Miss Ray?
17.
Okay. All right. You can feel the icy grip of its necrotic hands digging into your flesh and your soul at the same time. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
11.
You got an 11 on your Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You take 20 points of damage from its attack, and you feel that your life force is drained, such that now your maximum hit point total is reduced by that amount until you finish a long rest. Miss Ray, you, Fern and Rylar see Miss Ray get hit by the thing, and her, like, the color drains out of her face, and it almost kind of shrivels for a second. She just doesn't look happy at all about being hit by this thing. And it is now Fern's turn.
I'm going to bonus action cast Shillelagh.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to cast. Can I cast 2 cantrips at once?
No.
Fuck. And I'm gonna go up to it and hit it with my stick.
All right, let's see. There's just barely enough space in this walkway to be able to do that.
Don't touch Miss Ray.
Roll it.
27.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Heckin' 2.
2.
2.
Is that a 7?
That's a 1.
That's a 1?
That's a 1.
That looks like a 7.
That's a
Oh,
1.
that is a 1.
That is a 1. 2 ones.
Okay, it's all right.
Swapping 2.
Plus 5.
It just
Plus
starts.
5.
Plus
Hold on, wait.
5.
So there is a plus 5 to
What's
it.
the plus 5?
I forgot.
It's the strength modifier. It's the...
So 7. Sorry.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
No, okay, so
I got
now
very
you told me you
distracted by
rolled
my
a
2
1.
ones.
So you rolled 2. So when you roll to hit with a shillelagh, you roll what?
1.
No, what do you roll?
How many dice are you
I
rolling
roll-
for Shillelagh?
Like my damage dice?
Yes.
2 d8s.
Okay.
Shillelagh is a
And-
2d8 damage roll?
It's a cantrip, so it goes up.
No! I'm so dumb. I was looking at something else. I'm also not thinking straight today, apparently.
It's okay.
1d8 plus 5. So 6 total.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying.
My goodness.
And you
'Cause
get
I
the
was
plus
also
5
looking at my
from-
chill touch.
From what now?
What was the question?
You get the plus 5 from what?
From Shillelagh. Shillelagh's damage output is 1d8 plus 5.
Okay,
With a plus 11 to hit.
gotcha.
Yeah, so for the duration, you use your spellcasting ability instead of strength, so.
Okay, right on. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, I
My lord. I am so sorry.
No, it's okay. We figured it out. It's nothing to worry about. Okay.
'Cause I was
Ray, you're up.
I'm gonna turn around and look at it and say, that hurt, you know. And is there enough room for me to like make my way behind it?
Not the way it's taking up the space in the hallway.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask my violin to give me my rapier so I can point it with, I can stab it with the pointy end.
Is your rapier magical?
Yes.
Okay.
Stab it with the pointy end.
the pointy end.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
Well,
And
we're gonna do
everybody's all
something
out of
today.
inspiration die, but You get 1 per long rest, and you guys haven't done a long rest yet.
I don't stab it with the pointy end.
Well, at least you don't stab Fern. Very inept.
Drop my weapon.
Well, no, normally it would be your weapon breaks, but since it's a magic weapon, you're not going to be able to break it off of this. So yes, you just drop your weapon. Okay. Rylar's turn. Rylar is super scared for Miss Ray because the thing sucked some life out of her, and then looks like she got a little panicked and poked the wall and dropped her weapon. So he is going to purple beamer. Ooh.
Did he forget what Lorkris told him to do?
Yeah, did he forget?
Yes, he did forget.
Okay.
And I mean that on purpose.
No, fair enough. No, that's right.
He did crit with one of his attacks, though. And the other one did hit. So.
Could have been.
Is it his fine?
Okay. The thing did not like getting hit by the force damage of his Eldritch Blast. It seems really pissed off now. And it is done for the turn. It's now back to top of the round, which is going to be you, big guy. Rylar stayed where he was at. So, what you going to do?
Well, Lorkris kind of in a panic, hearing everything going on, that thing just disappeared. He's gonna literally bolt and like come out to the point where so much force that he literally rebounds off the wall. Like he's scrambling and he's pissed.
Okay.
But I can't get any closer because they're occupying the space, correct?
True, but you have reach, so you can actually attack in between
reach through them. Gotcha.
It's going to be a little tight, and if you fumble, there's a higher probability you'll hit one of your teammates, but...
I hope it's me, not Miss Ray.
I can take it.
Yeah, he's just gonna swing in. Oh, first one. Wait, where am I? Right here. Okay. Yep. So you see it. I can't math brain.
Remember to talk to the mic because we can barely hear you.
No,
22.
Sorry. 22. Whew.
All right. So what's your minimum damage?
Minimum damage is 10.
All right. So you guys see Lorkris come bounding around the corner and bounce off the wall and stab his glaive right in between the two of you ladies, piercing through the wispy, shadowy creature and blinking it out of existence. You guys had put a lot of damage on it really quickly. Not
we
before
checked?
it got a really good bite of her, though.
Good thing we checked before we went down, because that thing could have tried to flank us or something.
Miss Rylar, you don't look so good. I mean, I keep doing that, Miss Rylar. Miss Ray, Miss Emillynn, you don't look so good.
Yes, I know I dropped my weapon, Philip. You can stop laughing now, okay?
What a dick.
Pick up my
in a way
rapier.
of almost disbelief that thing fell as quickly as it did, Lorkris is going to immediately go back into that room and see if he can identify whether or not the sarcophagus that's in this room is a sarcophagus that Wraith came from. Like, did it come from this thing? If not, then he wants to make sure nothing comes from this space.
Well, So what do you mean by that? Does that mean you want to use your detect undead ability inside that room and in the hall?
Sure.
Okay. You don't detect any more undead inside the room or in the hall.
Okay.
And you, the only way to check, I mean, you could open up the coffin that has not been opened. It's a nicer wooden coffin than the other one was. This one you'd have to actually break the seal on and break open.
Okay. Yeah, he's not going to mess with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so you get the sense that since it didn't come out of the place hunting for anybody, your character has this innate sense, you're not sure where it's coming from, that maybe this thing was sort of haunting its own grave, right? And if no one had disturbed this tomb, it would have just been happy to stay there, right? But it was obviously an angry spirit. And
He was an angry boy.
yeah, and you all disturbed its tomb, and so that's why it came out. And even though it could have been incorporeal, it could have come out of the room at any time, but it didn't. And the only thing you can conclude is that it was kind of lost in its madness until you guys disturbed the tomb. But you don't have regrets. You did the right thing by checking this thing. But everybody's worried about Miss Ray, except for Miss Ray.
I'm gonna go up to Miss Ray and grab her by the face. Are you okay, Miss Ray?
I'm gonna grab Fern by the face and say, yes, maybe.
Philip? Is she lying to me, Philip?
Philip's laughing still.
That means you're lying to me.
No, Philip is laughing because I dropped my weapon.
Miss Fern, we should make sure that one of us cast that spell on her that we can do, right?
Are you talking about lesser restoration?
I would if I could.
Don't we have lesser restoration? Does that work on what happened to her, or is it only restoration?
I think it's only greater restoration or something.
Do any of us, can we cast that one?
Yeah. It's my only visible spell, so... Okay, my question is, are we gonna continue on, or do you think we should rest before we keep going?
I think Miss Ray is gonna tell us we should be tough and move on, but I think we should go rest long. But I don't know. I'm not the boss, you guys are.
I'll be fine.
Hey, what I tell you?
We can keep going. I can take on goblins. I can take on what's in that room.
Chonkapillar, I want you to look into Miss Ray's soul and tell me if she's lying to me or not.
So Chonkapillar, you get this emotional sense that she's trying to be tough, but it might, like her maximum total hit points drop by 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's significant. That's like a third of her. Not a third, but like, what's your total?
75.
So 20 is almost a third of her hit points down. Permanently down until the long rest. Like even if you healed her, she can't go past 55 now.
Chonkapillar tells me you're lying to me, Miss Ray. What if I was in your position? Would you say we should go rest? For do like a long rest or something?
I would leave it up to you, Fern. You wanted to keep going.
Wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
I, for once, will have to agree with Fern. You would not.
You are outvoted, boss. We have to go take a long rest.
I didn't say we'd take a long rest. I'm just agreeing that if it were you, she would insist on a long rest.
Oh, but do you think we should do a long rest, right, Lorkris? Right, Lorkris? Hold on, where's my stick? I don't know. It's downstairs.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's downstairs. Oh. I mean,
You don't look good. I don't like it. I don't want to keep going until we take a long rest. Because my heart hurts.
I think that might be wise.
I also don't have a lot of magical energy left.
So where do you want to rest?
We should go over to that door. We can go rest with our friend over there where his arm is sticking out of the dirt.
Lorkris doesn't seem to be a fan of that idea.
No.
Why not?
Well,
We can set up a watch. We'll be okay.
tactfully speaking, sleeping in the tree line is smarter. If anything were to come out, we have more room to maneuver than in this. And he just goes like this in this space.
Okay.
Like, it's hard to, like, I know mechanically I should be able to use the glaive in here, but like internally I'm like, I should not be able to wield the glaive as effectively in this tight space. And I think that kind of makes Lorkris a little nervous because the Gladius blade is not a magical weapon. So it's like, I don't really like fighting in this narrow corridor. And I don't want to be ambushed and stuck in a small room.
Okay. So how about this? So on our way out, we grab all the toes, right?
Yes.
And what if every tomb that we walk by, we like take their head or something?
Best leave.
Well, that way they don't turn like, alive or re-alive or whatever. I know it's kind of disrespectful, but we're also trying to protect ourselves.
And I am telling you it's unnecessary. It's best leave the dead alone. As much as it was a good idea to vanquish this Wraith, it probably would have left us alone if we did not bother it.
Okay. I want you to ask Weejoss if that was a good idea on my part next time you see her, okay? But not when you're like dead or something. Like next time you go to bed and you're like, hey Weejoss, was that a good idea?
I don't remember. The only times I've actually seen Weejoss is when I've gone unconscious.
Correct.
All the other times in dreams have been imagery, motif, maybe like
There have been
inclination
dreams
of her,
where
but not-
you had conversations with her, but it was really more kind of one-sided, right? It was like
Okay.
it seemed like you were having a conversation, but like the conversations were sort of one-sided. Like she was making sure to tell you what she wanted to tell you and not answer the questions you were technically asking her. So it was almost like not even sure if you were having a conversation with her during the dream sequences.
She put you on mute in the Zoom call.
She left me on red.
Yep. So it seems like everybody has agreed that you guys want to go take a rest at the tree line of the graveyard.
Yes.
Except Miss Ray, but yes.
Well, I think she has acquiesced to everybody's demand.
Well, I mean,
Fern is holding her hand.
we are
On the way
a democratic party, so majority says yes, one person says no. Rylar's like goes with whichever side is the majority. So, at least that's what I've noticed. So we're gonna go take a rest.
Yeah.
Fern just bullied it.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, you all care about each other, so
Yeah.
it's understandable.
True, and Fern needs her magical mana back.
Yeah, I mean, basically, she had finally used up quite a few resources, and so it might actually be a good point. So you guys decide to be wise about it and go deeper into the tomb. You want to get everybody back to full.
Yes.
So now everybody's going to go take a rest. And I get to roll to see if... So while you guys are resting, did you just want to go straight to the tree line, or did you want to go deeper out, away from the graveyard?
And I think kind of in this...
The closer you are, the more likely there might be some sort of random encounter in the middle of the night. The farther you are, the less likely.
I mean, I think... Probably not directly at the tree line, maybe about 50 to 100 feet back. Still close enough that where we can see the mound, but it's not like right up on top of us.
Yeah, I agree.
That way, when whoever's on watch, if they see something coming out of the mound, we have a decent amount of time for them to everyone get up and we can be ready to go, or battle ready.
Okay. So that night when you rest, you get, your maximum hit point total goes back up. And I'm assuming everybody's gonna, rest up to full. You get all, since nobody spent more than half of their hit die, you're gonna get all your hit die back. And so what did you guys decide how far? You said 50 to 100. That's kind of a range. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say it in a range of, well, you don't really know. So guesstimate for me how
Go
far out.
75 feet.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay.
Sure.
Remind me of the watches.
It is Lorkris, Rylar, Fern, and then Emillynn.
Yes. Oh no.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use this one. No, there's no. There's no
Random
road.
encounter. I hope it's a wolf so Fern can just be like, no, no, no.
You want to make friends with the wolf?
100%.
As long as it's not a hungry wolf.
Chocobo.
I should probably this time actually switch to full combat mat scene. Let's see here. Now I gotta roll what the random encounter will be.
Which watch did this happen on?
Rylar's.
Oh, watch 2!
Okay.
That doesn't count. No. None of us have it now.
Fate, low or high?
Low.
Okay.
What are you doing? Just...
I wonder what
Bear
this
with
is
me. I
gonna
appreciate your
be.
patience.
Yeah, no, already.
You're good. You're good.
Hi-ya.
Oh, I guess I should get the forest out. If you guys want, we could take this moment after I show you what's going on to take a quick intermission. Obviously, the forest is actually thicker than this, but you know. You stay there. Okay. You guys are sleeping, right? You still sleep on the second watch?
Yes.
And she's meditating.
This is Fern.
Yes, Fern's meditating, right? And you're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And Rylar hears scrabbling in the forest in the woods. And he wakes you guys up just in time to see ghouls and ghasts, a few of them, come
No.
hunting you guys out of the forest in the night. So everybody, roll me initiative. They look like ghouls, but you notice all four of them, they're emanating that terrible stink. So you're pretty confident they're all just ghasts. I just thought of one great thing about playing with our friends remotely. That's that I can't get them sick like that one time that I got our other group sick long ago. All right.
What happened?
That was in 2020.
I got it.
Yeah,
January.
2020.
I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, Stormy went to an event, came home with the flu.
Didn't know it though. When it first started that Sunday morning, it just felt like allergies. And then I just kept getting worse and worse as we played. And unfortunately, I didn't know it at the time, but I was super contagious and gave it to everybody except her.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean,
I
not
didn't,
nice, but nice.
Yeah, I didn't catch it, which is really surprising because I was the one taking care of him. I figured I would have caught it, but...
So did you basically just cast Contagion and choose Careful Spell as your meta magic? And pick Starkitty?
Or I must have rolled really good on my Constitution checks.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good con check.
Fern.
9.
Or I'm secretly a
I-
paladin.
Lorkris. Or a monk.
21.
Ray.
18.
Okay. Did you take improved initiative, Lorkris?
No, I rolled a natural 19.
You're always
plus
rolling
2.
crazy good on your initiatives.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going next. Or first.
Okay. Wait, were we going to use this opportunity to then break before we get into combat?
Oh yeah. If you guys want to, if you want to take this as an opportunity,
you want to.
peek and grab
I
a
think
snake.
I think it's a good point. It's a good spot. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
what 8 o'clock over
It
there.
is, yeah, 8:12. Yeah, this is perfect. It's right about 2
Yeah.
hours in. All right,
It's a
guys.
good spot to take
we're
a quick little
back
break.
again and gone again. We're gonna filter in and out during intermission time. It'll take, I don't know, probably 5 or 10. Well, probably about 10-ish minutes. And so some for folks who want to pee, get a snack, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Chonkapillar was definitely throwing shade. So was Philip. Philip was laughing the entire time. Rolled a 1, dropped my weapon.
Stormy,
Yes.
before you walk away,
Go
Yes.
make some tea.
how are you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm
Be
sniffly.
honest.
I'm sniffly,
Okay.
but I don't ache. And so far, so good. I've gotten hold of the like the cough, I guess.
Okay. I just wanted to check on you before I walked away.
Honestly,
Don't forget.
if I felt like I couldn't continue tonight, I would say so.
Okay.
So, but I'm confident we'll be able to finish tonight.
Okay. I just wanted to check first, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, Daddy Dagoth, you're so nice.
What did he say?
He said, as per usual, good stuff so far. And just to let you know, chat, I was kind of inspired to write a new parody song, so that's what I've been working on. Been working on this one, and then I had another one that came to mind too, and I was like, "Ooh, how am I gonna make this one work?" We'll see. We'll see. But how is everybody? Good? Gonna get your battle snacks too? Would you like a preview, Daddy Dagoth? Well, I'll give you the working titles. One is called Welcome to the Dungeon, and the other one is I'm the healer of the party. And then you probably have heard me say this in other campaigns or other sessions. Necromance, if you want to, you can bring your friends to life. I'm working on that one too. Oh, you recognize both of those immediately? I'm glad we're on the same page. So, yeah, I just gotta make all the words fit together. Especially Welcome to the Dungeon. I'm looking forward to writing that one. Oh, nice! That's cool. Yeah, totally understand, Dagoth. Totally get it. You do have a life outside the stream. Totally understand. But don't hurt yourself moving the big stuff.
Yes, check it out.
Dagoth was saying he might not be here all night. Got to go help his bro move into his new house.
Oh wow.
Only 7 for him. Right, Dagoth, you're an hour behind us?
End of the line.
Yeah, he's an hour behind us.
Here we go. Let's jump right back to it with the action sequence.
We do have more dandelion tea. I pulled it out of the cupboard. It's in a box.
Gotcha.
Let's do this! As Stormy likes to say, like Brutus.
Lorkris. Let's do this like Brutus and Lorkris.
I will use half of my movement to stand up.
Yeah.
And then can I use my remaining movement to cross to the other side of the campfire to be closer to the Emmillynns?
You're gonna be like right there?
Sure.
Cool.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith. Give myself.
By the way, can Shield of Faith only on you, or can you put it on other people too?
Shield of Faith surrounds a creature of your choice within range.
Huh. So you could potentially, in the thick of battle, put that on some of the other party members that have lower armor class.
Depends. Is it a touch spell?
It is a.
It says within range,
No.
he said.
Oh.
It's within range, yeah.
So
60 foot?
60 feet.
that's a pretty good range when you're in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
You're rarely 60 feet away from your party members.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he will bonus action Shield of Faith himself.
Okay.
I think I feel like as much as definitely handing that out to somebody else is something to consider. I feel like Lorkris hasn't had the situation where I'd say it's deemed necessary, but that realization in a situation of like, oh, schnappleberries.
I don't know. There have been a couple of fights where I was surprised you didn't put it on somebody else, but
I forget about it because I view it as a self spell.
it's all right. It's all right.
What level
You'll get-
spell is that for you?
I think it's level 1.
Level 1, yeah.
How many first level spell slots do you have?
Currently or total?
Total.
Total, I have 4.
Okay.
First level?
4 first level spots, yeah. So I'll do that, and then I will hold my action to. No, I am not going to do that. Well, I mean, arguably with Polearm Master, if they come within reach, it's an opportunity attack, so it'd be just like holding an action anyway.
No, that's actually different.
Is it?
Yeah. Because the opportunity attack uses your bonus action.
Opportunity attack uses reaction.
I mean, that's what I mean, reaction, right?
Yeah.
Versus if you use, I mean, I guess it's effectively, yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, bit more specific. Holding an action to swing with the glaive at whatever comes closest would still effectively function the same way as the Polearm Master feat. So I'm not holding a ranged spell.
Right.
So I will.
So you don't have to do anything, you can just let your own feet work for itself.
Yeah. So I will kind of stand in a defensive position, ready to strike.
Right.
Kind of protective over the two that haven't stood up yet.
Nice. Ray. Emillynn, Ray.
I'm going to stand up. And I'm going to ask my violin for my light crossbow.
First a weapon, sleepy.
Right.
And I'm going to take a shot at this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna mark him. Can you help me out here? 1 and 2. 3.
Tree fell over.
Oh, they're strong. They're knocking trees over.
Taking
Make sure
shot
these
number
aren't
4.
ogres.
Okay,
I rolled me a natural 17 plus 8.
roll your damage.
Damage is max damage at 12.
Nice. Sorry. All right. Rylar.
Oh, I forgot my bonus action. Bonus action. Rylar and Lorkris get a bardic inspiration as she says, Philip sends his love.
Gotcha. Rylar steps up right here. Actually, he would step just right there. And he saw you shoot this one, so he's gonna fire at it twice. One's a critical.
That's his second time he's crit tonight.
Rylar is on fire with his Eldritch Blast. Purple
Ooh,
beam
and I rolled a 9 on the crit one.
Wait, can we together praise the
Oh,
sun?
praise the sun! High five!
Yay!
We were doing a double praise the sun.
That turned into a high five. Sunbros.
Praise the sun!
Okay. Sorry. I'm not sure
Okay.
if this dandelion tea is making me better or worse. So that was Rylar's turn. Now it's their turn.
As they're,
I'm still curled up in the ball on the ground.
I know this doesn't work this way, but Lorkris is like, get up. It's just like, fate trying to wake up Druid.
Yep.
Wake up.
That's funny.
Get up. Tell them to go away.
Sorry.
She's like, Chonkapillar, make him stop.
Speaking of make it stop, I'm gonna.
Chonkapillar, leave me alone. Stop licking my face, Chonk.
I don't think it has a tongue.
Pretending. I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he's just doing like little feelers since it's easier to just like stop licking me.
Did you say stop licking me?
Yeah.
we're discussing the Chonkapillar.
Oh. The ghast are like, "Blah." All right, for this one, your attack of opportunity is going to go off.
Cool.
Roll it.
24.
What?
24.
Yeah. Also, everybody but Fern is going to be rolling on saving throws.
On our turn?
Sorry, yeah. When you start your turn, yeah, on your turn. Sorry, your attack of opportunity, sir, hit. So, what's the damage?
18. The Maggio.
Jeez.
I rolled a 9.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. So one of the ghasts had a close enough distance to actually get an attack on you, which misses. And okay, back to the top of the round, or bottom of the round, excuse me. Fern.
Going to stand up and
Let's start your turn. Roll me a con save.
okay. 16.
All right. You resist the nauseating stink of the ghasts.
And I'm going to cast Call Lightning!
I knew it.
4th level!
All right. Who you hitting with the first, with the bolt? First.
I can't really see the numbers on the dice,
1.
Do you want to hit
2.
one of the 2 that have been damaged already, or do you want to hit somebody that has not been damaged? There's one that is close distance with you in melee range. One that is next to Rylar. One that Lorkris just hit. And this one has been hit like 3 times.
I'm gonna hit the one that came up on me.
Which number is that?
2.
Okay.
It needs to make a
dex save?
dexterity. Yes, 17.
All right, it failed.
Okay, 4d10.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's nice.
8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 9 plus 6.
So 8 plus 8, 16 plus 9, 25 plus 6, 31. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
16 plus 9?
16 plus 9 is 25.
25.
Yeah.
Plus,
Plus 6,
yeah, it's 31.
31.
Wow, she lit that guy up. Okay.
I was trying to sleep, you shit.
Lorkris.
Fern woke up and chose violence.
Con
If
save?
Eric Hikari were here, he would approve.
Con save?
Yes.
Yeah, con save.
Yeah.
Yes, Fern definitely woke up and chose violence.
You looked at me like it was a good roll.
18.
Yeah.
Cool. Is the one that Fern just hit also within range of me?
Yeah.
Cool. I will first strike at the one that ran up on me, and second strike goes to the one that Fern just hit.
So number
Gotcha.
3 is number.
So first 3 and then 2. So for 3 to hit, 28.
Roll your other attack.
That's cocked. Another 28.
Okay. Roll me the damage on the first one first.
Damage on the first one. 13.
Okay.
Damage on the second. 13.
You pull that one out of there.
Number 2?
Yeah. Number 2 gets annihilated. You decapitate it.
As my reaction,
Yeah.
Lorkris! Phillips says, hit him again.
Oh, I forgot that you had done that.
Yeah. All right. Swing on number 3 again.
Yep.
Natural
20.
20.
Okay, I don't even need to roll. That one you
Okay.
split in half.
And Philip laughs maniacally.
Philip, you're so smart.
I feel like there's a small part of Lorkris that imagines hearing Philip's laughter,
I could see that. Ray.
or like Philip's approval. Like Lorkris will feel like,
Philip approves.
Maybe.
Philip is like,
in his own head, if he feels that way.
at least Lorkris would feel that he made Philip proud. For like,
Right, exactly.
critic, you know what I mean? Like he's like,
I do.
Yeah, he liked that.
Miss Ray, it is your turn.
I'm going to switch from my light crossbow to my rapier.
Yep.
And I'm going to stick this guy with the pointy end, hopefully.
Better than sticking him with the non-pointy end.
True, or hitting the wall.
Now you can do that with like a longsword. Longswords were designed to do that, but what'd you get? Don't tell me you rolled another 1. Oh shit.
Wow. Oh no. Maybe
Apparently,
we should
I'm
go
not
into the
supposed to use
depths.
my rapier tonight.
So Miss Ray, as she switches her her viola out, or actually her crossbow into the rapier. She goes to stick it, and she refresh my memory. You have.
And my
What sort of-
Constitution save is
Oh yeah.
12.
All right, you succeed on the con save, barely. You twist your your hood on your face and blind yourself briefly. You don't drop your weapon though, but yeah, you.
I'm clumsy.
Actually, no. Actually, you're not wearing a helm, are you?
No.
Then I need to reroll. Forgot I said that.
Okay.
Because it says that if you're no helm, then reroll. You're clumsy. Fall down. Roll a reflex save or drop your weapon.
Roll a dex save.
Right, dex save.
That's a 14.
Yeah, you fall down, but you don't drop your weapon. And
I'm laying on the floor staring at Philip going, stop laughing.
of course Philip would be laughing at that. And now it is Rylar. Well, Rylar's not too thrilled about that. He sees you prone in front of that thing. He's gonna ignore the one that's on his own ass. He's just gonna shoot his first bolt at that one. It's on the ground next to you. And Rylar rolls a 1 as well.
Oh no!
This is where the random encounter goes off the rails.
We have a harder time with the random encounter.
Why would you even say it?
Because we are!
So Rylar trips over his own feet as he's twisting to shoot at that one. And fails his reflex save. Falls down and stuns himself for 1 round.
It's up to you two.
It's their turn next!
Yeah, it is. So the ghast is gonna pounce on the prone person in front of it.
I can't hit him with lightning if he's on top of me.
I forgot what. Prone. A prone creature's only movement.
Isn't it an advantage if they're prone, if it's a melee weapon?
Yeah.
Right. So the ghast pounces down on you and tries to claw you. And does a 22 hit you? Sorry,
Yes.
that's a dumb question. And then the other one does the same thing to Rylar. He also succeeds in hitting Rylar. And then I'm going to have the other one. Oh, that's it. Those are the only two. All right. So that's going to be. You take 6 points of damage. Roll me a con save. Wow, Rylar takes a whopping 11 points of damage.
17 for my con save.
17 for your con save. Rylar. Barely succeeds on his con save. So you're not paralyzed. Yeah. And so that's their turn. Fern.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Are they like actually on top of them? Like if I were to strike them with lightning, it would hit Rylar or Miss Ray?
Well, your lightning strike, doesn't it also potentially affect creatures that are within 5 feet of them?
Yeah.
That is correct, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. It would. Yeah, your lightning strike would hit your friends.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run over to Rylar. And I'm gonna be like, I got you, Rylar! I got you! You're okay. And I'm going to hit this thing.
Roger that. Roll it.
$15 to hit.
That's a hit.
1d8. 7 points.
Okay. And back to the top
And
of the
I'm
round.
like I'm standing over Rylar with my stick,
Right.
doing a protag.
Mm-hmm. Lorkris.
How is this number? Was it number 4? How is it looking?
It has not been heard until just now.
Number 4?
Number 4?
Oh,
The
number
one that-
4. I'm sorry. I thought you meant number 1. Yeah, number 4 has been beat up pretty good. You guys almost finished it
Pretty
off. If she hadn't fumbled, if Rylar hadn't fumbled, it would have been dead.
Okay. So it's looking hurt. All right. Lorkris will.
Within your reach.
Yeah, Lorkris is gonna, like, as he spins around, he's leading with the glaive and just swinging.
Okay, roll it.
Natural 19 on the die.
Okay.
And then second swing.
You kill it with your first swing. It did indicate that
Oh.
it was close to death. So
I was just.
now what?
Can I then move within range and take my second attack at the other one?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
Push him over Rylar so I can strike him with lightning.
I'm thinking you guys are both fighting over Rylar. So
Yeah.
roll it.
Boom. 25.
No.
Roll your damage.
Yeah. 11.
Okay. Ray.
I should have stayed asleep. It's starting to get up.
Yeah.
So getting up takes what?
Just half your move.
Half my move. Can I still switch out to my light crossbow with my?
Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I have better luck with this. I'm gonna take a shot at that guy.
Only today. Normally you're Miss Warbard with your rapier.
It's not a 1, but it's a 2.
What's the total though?
10.
All right. So you hit the tree. Rylar is stunned this round. The ghast. Even though he's prone. Oh yeah, I gotta roll with advantage.
Out of curiosity, I'm sorry. Being that those who have already saved against the stench don't need to make another con save, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Because it has advantage, it got a hit on him.
It's only paralyzed, that's auto crit, huh?
All right.
No, he's stunned, not
No,
paralyzed.
I know, I'm
Okay. Fern.
Get away from me! And I'm going to cast at 5th level Blight! It's a Constitution saving throw.
First actionable. 5th level. Aside from Scry, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Blight is D8. Did he save?
I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, it's a Constitution saving throw, DC 17.
Make sure that
It failed.
Oh, okay.
I need more.
How many do you need?
I 9 D8. I only have 4.
Well, here's 8d8.
Oh no.
Roll that.
Okay. Okay. 8, 9.
No.
Well, I mean, help me.
Yeah, here. I gotcha. Okay. We've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21, 27, 32.
Hold
All
on.
right.
32 plus.
You don't need to roll the last one. It's dead.
37.
37 total.
All right. You blight the ghoulish ghast creature to death, to re-death. And
Death.
you guys are all looking at each other even more beat up than before.
I'm like, good job, guys. I'm just gonna lay back down.
Yeah.
Right, like, yeah, I think we should like take an extra. Hey, Eric, we were just talking about you earlier, brother. What's up, man?
Eric, I woke up and chose violence.
Yes, she did. We had a random encounter while they were trying to take a break. You guys want to keep the same campsite, or do you want to move out farther?
Can we like move over so we're not smelling them?
Yeah, Lorkris will drag the bodies away.
Okay, you guys keep the same campsite.
I mean, if we change campsite or not, Lorkris is going to drag the bodies away and take the toes.
All right.
That was what, 4?
Speaking of that, how many toes do we have now?
A lot. We'll figure that out. So 14 plus.
Yeah.
I think you have. Yeah.
Okay. Right, these are all gone.
I think you have 8 ghast toes. Although, to be honest with you, I don't think they can't really tell the difference between a ghast and a ghoul. And ghasts are only a little bit stronger than ghouls, so we'll just call it 24 ghouls. And then
7 whites.
yeah, 7 whites so far, and 1 wraith, which you have no way of proving.
Yeah.
But in all likelihood, they would believe you.
Oh, don't worry. It's going into my report that I got hit
yeah.
by a wraith and got the life sucked out of me.
And then, so the 24 ghouls, does that include these 4?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
because it was the first that you had fought was 6, then 14, that's 20, and then these 4,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
of course the 7 whites.
Gotcha.
So I'm starting to like kind of feel yucky. So what I'd like to do then is we're going to obviously we'll role play you guys deciding. You're by the way, I rolled the random encounter and you guys rest for the rest of the night. You rest fully. You're gonna get all your hit points back, all your hit die back, and you get you're no longer drained. You get all your resources back. You guys are ready to go again the next morning. And so for those who popped in a little late, sorry. I have been under the weather with a cold / minor flu. Luckily it is not COVID. I took a test and more than likely it's not. So, but I am starting to feel yucky again. I mean, I'm not feeling awful, but all I'm going to do is start coughing and sniffling, and you guys don't need to hear all that. So, so what we're going to do is I'm going to exposition a bit. We're going to, I'm going to get us to where we're going to be starting next week. And, which is pretty simple. I mean, let me clean up this little bit of mess so I can flip the board back over. Bless you. Do not go catching my thing. That's an order. Yeah.
Emillynn Ray gives the orders around here.
You're not wrong.
But yeah. Total side note, I absolutely loved when we were talking with the Crystal Hedge group, and I'm just like, yeah, our leader's a war bard. There's a bard. Yeah, she calls the shots. Like, I think about that at least once a week.
That is awesome, dude.
I'm like, that truly defines Emillynn Ray. Yeah, she calls the shots.
It's true, because it's literal as well.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the tomb again.
Oh,
So-
man.
And
that
how
child
surprised
looking out
they
the
were
window
when
is
they're
ugly.
like, wait, a bard? What?
Yeah.
The when the morning comes, you guys make your way back in. No ambush waiting for you. You cautiously make your way back down, this time going this way, checking everything out.
You do daylight.
And
I would have cast daylight before we even entered.
I was about to describe that, yeah. You would have obviously cast your daylight spell again. And this will actually work out nicely because I'm going to have to basically undo all this and draw a new thing underneath. Because what you see is, where is my, yeah, there it is. 10-foot wide corridor, sloping, another sloped corridor, sloping downward. And it slopes down a ways. And it stops at double iron doors, obviously some sort of VIP tomb. On the side here, you find two doors that are opened, and these are also occupied by larger VIP, still though, VIP tombs. Interestingly enough, this one over here had two open sarcophagi. This one only one, which basically adds up to the 7 whites, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so where you guys will begin, you see this bluish glow that you've been seeing kind of faintly throughout the whole place, but it's radiating through the seams in the door and the keyholes in the door, just kind of radiating out. And after you have fully explored these two tombs and made sure that it's clear and there's nothing behind you, next week is when you will breach into the inner tomb.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
Next time on Isles in the Mist.
that's exactly it. Next time on Isles of the Mist. So, actually, we'll go into this screen.
Hi, Brett.
Hi, Brett. Thank you. I know you're just now coming in a little late. I appreciate you. But I'm going to have to wrap up early because the sniffles in the throat and coughing are starting to ramp up and overcome me at the moment. And I'm also starting to wane on energy. Plus, this is a good spot actually, rather than get into, another combat that might actually take us long, which is very likely. Stop eating so many seaweed snacks. Yeah, yeah. I wish that was the case. I would totally. Yeah. I don't know. I think this was just a cold. It might have been brought on by allergies, but it definitely was a cold. But it's been a ball buster. I have to say. Normally colds only last like 24 or 48 hours. Usually just like a 24 to 36 hour period of time for me. But this one has been kind of rough. So thanks, buddy. Seasons are changing. Yeah, exactly right. You're right. But thank you all for joining us this night on this tomb excursion. They're gonna open up the final inner sanctum and see what is causing the blue glow, what has reanimated all the dead of this tomb, of this mausoleum, of this burial mound. And
I swear, if we have to fight a lich.
No. Don't put that kind of juju out there.
Don't give the DM ideas.
You really think
if you're gonna do that, you need to post it in the Discord like everybody else.
I mean,
Stormy's just like,
oh, it's worse than that.
he's just like,
I would not say that. No.
Just bring in your hands, just.
At your level, you don't want me to put you up against a lich, and a good DM would probably not want to put you up against a lich, because then there probably would be a TPK. Yeah, TPK.
TPK.
Yeah.
We'd step in there, we'd be paralyzed by fear, and then next thing you know, we're like out. And then Ares would get his TPK.
Yep. You guys can feel free to feed me ideas all you want, because it won't necessarily matter all that much. But
what we find in there is not a combat, but a god that grants us unlimited power.
Oh yeah, no, not a den full of hobbits.
A den full of hobbits, yes.
Or it's the Sphinx that will ask you a riddle, and if you get it wrong, we'll have you for dinner.
I have done that in a campaign before.
Nice.
One of us is telling the truth. One of us is telling a lie.
Yes. It turns out they failed, and they failed. And the Sphinx was very happy they failed because he had them for dinner. He had a magical supper all placed out on a table, and had the adventurers as guests for dinner.
Yeah. Had over for dinner.
He was a friendly Sphinx.
But we didn't know that at the time.
Of course, they didn't know that at the time. But they ended up. He ended up being a recurring kind of. In that was the Dark Sun campaign.
Yeah, it was my very first campaign.
Her first campaign ever. Her first D&D play session. Period. Yes.
Sphinx needs to eat too. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like all of us in the party were like, oh my god, if we get this riddle wrong, we're all gonna die. And we got it wrong, and we're like, okay, all right, what are we fighting? And then we show up, and there's a dinner table with all this food, and we're just like, is he gonna poison us?
Nope.
Is this some kind of sick?
He was a recurring kind of font of knowledge and wisdom from time to time.
Yes, his name was Andy the Androsphinx.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I love it.
That was a long time ago.
Yep.
But that's all right. Speaking of a long time ago, my throat is in my chest are telling me it's bedtime. So thank you guys for spending time with us as always. You're amazing. And we love you. So we'll see you next time. Night, night.
Good night.
Me.